Have you ever looked around your company and thought, how did that person get promoted before me? Maybe you've been in your field for 10 years, 15 years, maybe even 20. And at this point, you can literally do the work in your sleep. You know the systems, you know the technology, you know how to solve problems that most people can't. People come to you when they're stuck. You train the new hires, you fix the messes, and you keep running things by. Yet somehow you're still not where you want to be. You're not making what you want to make, and you're not getting the opportunities you thought you'd have by now. And the question starts creeping into your mind, what am I missing? Because you've done everything they told you to do. You got the certifications, you've gained the experience, you work nights, you deliver results, you stayed loyal, you worked hard. So, why are people with less experience getting promoted? Why are recruiters calling them and not you? Why are leadership opportunities finding them? Why does it feel like everyone else gets the memo except you? Today, I want to explain exactly why this happens and more importantly, how you can fix this. Because for most professionals, the problem isn't skill, the problem is visibility. So let's talk about the biggest career lie. The biggest career lie most professionals have been taught is if I work hard enough, eventually someone will notice. Sounds reasonable, right? The problem is it's not true. Hard work is important, competence is important, results matter, but hard work alone doesn't create opportunity. Visibility creates opportunity. Think about your own company. When leadership discusses promotions, are they reviewing every employee in detail? No. When executives need someone for a strategic initiative, do they conduct a deep analysis of everyone's accomplishments? No. When recruiters search for candidates, do they magically just know who's qualified? Absolutely not. People make decisions based on awareness. People choose from the options they can see. And if they don't see you, they can't choose you. That's why careers don't always reward the most talented person. They reward the most visible, qualified person. There's a big difference. So here's what it's costing you. What invisibility actually looks like is you deliver an amazing project. 3 months later, nobody remembers. You solve a critical problem, leadership never hears about it. You save the company money, someone else gets the credit, and you train someone new. 2 years later, they're your manager. Sounds familiar? I've seen this happen countless times, especially in technology. Engineers, cybersecurity professionals, cloud architects, developers, IT leaders. Technical people are taught to focus on the work, not on communicating the value of the work. Because of that, many become invisible, not intentionally, but invisibly valuable. And that's one of the most dangerous places to be in because invisible value doesn't get you promoted. Visible value does. The workplace has truly changed. Years ago, loyalty was enough. Today, visibility is career insurance. Organizations move faster, teams are larger, leadership spans more people, and remote work has changed everything. If you're not intentional about visibility, it's incredibly easy to disappear. Think about this. If layoffs happen tomorrow, would decision makers immediately know the value that you created? Would they fight to keep you? Would they think of you first? Or would they simply see another name on a spreadsheet? That's not meant to scare you. It's actually meant to wake you up. Because technically, excellence is no longer enough. You have to be known. And what it means to be the obvious choice. Now let's talk about becoming the obvious choice because it isn't the loudest person. The obvious choice isn't the most self-promotional. The obvious choice is a person whose value is undeniable. The obvious choice is a person leadership trusts. The obvious choice is a person people remember. The obvious choice is a person whose impact is clear when responsibilities are needed. Your name comes up automatically, and that's where you want to be. Not chasing opportunities, but instead attracting them. So let me give you 3 practical ways to start becoming the obvious choice. Number 1, translate technical work into business value. Most professionals talk about what they did, Leadership cares about what happened because of what you did. Instead of saying, I migrated our infrastructure, say, I helped reduce operational costs by 25% while improving system reliability. Instead of saying, I implemented security controls, say, I reduced organizational risk and strengthened compliance readiness. Business impact gets remembered, technical tasks don't. Number two, stop assuming people know your value. One of the biggest mistakes professionals make is believing their manager sees everything. They don't. They're busy, executives are busy, leadership is busy. You must communicate wins consistently, not once a year during reviews, but all year long. Share outcomes, share lessons learned, share initiatives, project successes, share business results. This isn't bragging, it's educational. You're helping people understand the value you created. Number three, build visibility before you need it. Because most people start networking when they're desperate. Wrong strategy. The best opportunities come through relationships built long before they're needed. Build relationships across departments. Build relationships with leaders. Build relationships with peers. Become known before you need something. Because visibility compounds over time. Just like investing, the sooner you start, the bigger the payoff. And why does all of this matter now? Here's why this topic matters more than ever. Artificial intelligence is changing industries. Organizations are reconstructing. Competition is increasing. More professionals are entering the market, and the people who thrive won't necessarily be the smartest. They'll be the clearest, the fastest, the most visible, and the most trusted. The people who have positioned themselves as obvious choices. The professionals who understand how to communicate value will outperform professionals who only create value. That distinction is becoming more important every single year. So here's the question I want you to think about. If your dream opportunity opened tomorrow, would the right person think of you? Would your name come up in conversations? Would decision makers immediately recognize your value? Or would you be still hoping someone finally notices? Because hoping is not a strategy. Visibility is, positioning is, and becoming the obvious choice is. This is exactly why I'm hosting a live training this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. In this session, I'm going to break down the exact framework professionals use to build visibility, create authority, and position themselves for bigger opportunities. We're going to cover how to become known for your expertise and how to communicate your value effectively, build career visibility without faking or self-promotion, and how to position yourself for promotions, leadership roles, and higher paying opportunities. And most importantly, how to become the obvious choice. If you're tired of watching less qualified people move ahead, and if you're tired of being overlooked, if you're ready to finally get recognized for the value you create, click the link in the description and reserve your seat. The future doesn't belong to the hardest worker. The future belongs to the person who combines skill and visibility, the person who combines expertise with positioning, and the person who becomes the obvious choice. I'll see you in the training.